Today at Break Time, we have Nathalie Deschamps from Contact Nord that will talk to us about studying online. Hi, Nathalie. How's it going?
It's going very well. Thank you for having me today.
My question is, Contact Nord was established in the 80s?
Yes, it was. 1986.
1986?
In Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Right. And Teach Online was open in 2010.
That's correct.
What's the difference? What did Contact Nord do before Teach Online?
So they just supported the northern part of Ontario because they were so rural. A lot of students didn't want to get out into the bigger cities like Toronto, like Ottawa, Windsor, Hamilton to take these courses. And they still wanted to be able to take courses or degrees or college diplomas within the comfort of their community. So Contact North began like that. And they have partnered with the Ministry of Education and Training, colleges and universities. We are 100% ministry funded. And we support all the colleges and universities, as well as community partners in the province of Ontario.
Okay. And then Teach Online because of the internet and the ease of internet. Not 1986 internet. I think that was possible back then. But yeah, 2010, high speed was more, something that everybody had. Maybe not in the North, actually. So we'll get back to that after.
Absolutely.
So Teach Online started in 2010, and that's where you could actually really, really offer courses, people from home, and actually follow the courses through different platforms, I guess.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have many platforms that we use in order to provide the service, as well as these post-secondary educations. We have Adobe Connect. We have Big Blue Button. We have Zoom. We've got Microsoft 365 now as well that we've brought into our platform. So we've got a range of different options for our students. And just recently, because of the pandemic, there was such a high demand for people to take courses from home. And a lot of people just didn't have the funds in order to purchase a computer. So Contact North, in conjunction with the ministry, decided that they were going to offer a laptop loaner program as well as Wi-Fi to the students. So that's been incredibly successful. Currently in the Upper Canada Territory, we've got 15 that are out on loan. So we have well over 100 units available to students in Ontario. I think we're getting closer to the 200 now.
Right.
So it's been incredibly popular. It's been a lifesaver for students that they're able to do these courses freely from home. As well, they have the option of coming into our online learning centers. So currently in the Upper Canada Territory, we do have 3 online learning centers that are available for our students. One is located in my office, which is at St. Lawrence College in Cornwall. We're on the 3rd floor in the Altsville building. So those in the Hawkesbury area and Prescott-Russell that wish to use the OLC there can certainly do so. And of course, if they prefer, they can also go into our Gloucester office, which is located inside the Gloucester Centre on the top floor. And we have an online learning center there as well. Akwesasne also has one, as one of our mandates is to support Francophone, Indigenous, and rural communities. So we have an online learning center located in Akwesasne, and then we have one as well in Brockville at the Employment Education Center.
It's really about democratizing. Sorry, I was speaking French this morning. It's English. But it's really like to democratize learning, because one of the biggest expenses to learning is moving away.
Yes.
Is paying rent somewhere. Is moving away from your community, from everybody from your
comfort zone.
And your safety net circle.
Absolutely.
Your family, everybody.
And it's a huge barrier for youth.
Right.
The newest generation going out, into the workforce. Many of them just don't have the funds, and neither do their parents, especially with the pandemic. Of course, the cost of living has skyrocketed. Youth cannot find suitable housing. in order to be able to take these courses. And sometimes the residences in the post-secondary educations are full for that reason, because there is no other option for them. So this at least gives students another option that they can work from the comfort of their own homes and not have to go the distance in order to get a quality education in Ontario.
Did the institutions, the educational institutions, were able to have more space for students because now it's virtual? You know, I remember classes were kind of restrained when I went to college because, well, there's this amount of seats in the room, right? Did that change? And did Contact North is able to, with your partners to say, hey, does it make it available to have more students within one program?
There is more students available in one program, absolutely. Some of these courses, some degree programs can be taken at a distance, as well as college diplomas.
Right.
So that's given a lot of flexibility for them in order to add on more students into that particular course. If that course is available online, of course, it really depends on the post-secondary institution.
Okay. And what's the relationship between those institutions and the students? What does Contact North do?
So we're a little bit of a middleman. We
That's what I
support the
thought.
students in their educational needs. We are a link to the post-secondary education if they have questions, if they have concerns, if they require grants, if they require some sort of financial assistance. We can reach out to those post-secondary institutions with them in order to find solutions.
Okay, nice.
And we support them during their journey.
Right.
So, and a lot of people continue to use our service well after they've completed those courses. And some people choose to take general interest courses even because we've partnered with so many institutions and community partners. There's a wide array of courses that are available out there for them to choose from. And people find it very convenient. And one of the targets I've noticed is new moms.
Okay, right.
That want to upgrade their skills while they're off on maternity leave. And that's been a lifesaver for them, or even stay-at-home moms.
Of course.
That, don't have the means to leave to do these courses. So that's been very convenient for them. I personally have taken schooling through distance education, and the convenience of this is phenomenal. I'm very, very lucky to have an organization like this available, not just for me, but for everybody, obviously, in Ontario. And it's not well known, unfortunately, who Contact North is and what we do. We like to partner with Employment Ontario. They, of course, report to a different ministry than we do. And they provide the jobs and we provide the education. And so it's a great partnership. And we will often work together for that reason, because we can provide all those upgrading skills that people need in order to be successful in those new positions or to obtain those goals, to get those high-paying jobs that they're looking for. So,
do you help people, like, let's say I'm in a northern community, okay, and I'm calling Contact North because I want to become a I have no clue. Something. Okay, I want to have a certain career.
Yeah.
I want to study. It's not possible for me to, leave my community. Let's say I'm a new dad, my family. Not possible to leave. Like, it's not, realistic here.
Yeah.
Does Contact North help me find the right school institutions, the right?
Absolutely.
That's what you guys do, actually.
We do.
Like orientation.
Absolutely.
Somehow.
We provide a study path for you.
Awesome.
So we look at different options that are available to you. We look at all the post-secondary institutions and all the courses that are available in that particular. You just give us, a keyword, and we're able to search that up and give you some options. And then we would then present those options to you, and you would make an educated decision for your needs.
Right.
We don't make the decision for our students. It's up to them to come to us and say, okay, I think this is the right fit for me. And if you start the course and it's not the right fit, we'll go ahead and find something else that's a better suited course for you.
Okay. And that's where you kind of take away all the obstacles between a person and their education.
Yes,
but not only their physical
Mm-hmm.
or cultural obstacles.
Yeah,
You take care of that, but also a laptop. I
exactly.
don't have, right?
A
Okay.
laptop, Wi-Fi,
Right.
or our online learning centers that they can come in and do their coursework there.
Right.
We're a support system for them. If they have questions, if they need support, we're there to support them through their journeys.
And how do you reach these people?
So a lot of the times we go and recruit within the communities. We'll be at job fairs. We will connect with different community partners and give them our course offerings. We do have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. So, of course, for those in Hawkesbury, you can search on Facebook for Contact North, Upper Canada, and our Facebook page will come up there. We also have Instagram, so we can be found on there as well. We do have our website, of course, at studyonline.ca. And as well, if you go to your local employment center, they can certainly refer you as well to Contact North, as they are in close partnership with us.
I read on the website, before I get an interview, I will read up on the person we invite. But when you said stay-at-home moms, or new dads, or people that God forbid something happened and they're homebound, they have to stay at home for some reason,
Of course,
right?
people with disabilities as well.
Or they just like a work accident, they can't leave and they want to do something. Even if you were in Kapuskasing,
Yeah,
or Hawkesbury,
Mhm.
still can't leave the house.
Studyonline.ca is the one for our students.
Okay.
And right now, just to give you an idea, so we partner currently with 24 public colleges, 25 public universities, 9 Indigenous institutes, 76 district school boards, over 200 literacy and basic skills providers, 20 skills development training providers, 170 Ontario Works offices, 188 Employment Ontario offices, 78 community organizations hosting our online learning centers, as well as 4,282 community-based organizations. And the list continues to grow.
Right. Because you are the middle person, the monkey in the middle that makes it all
We are
happen
the
for
monkey
people,
in
right?
the middle.
That's what, no, but I used to have a job that was a monkey in the middle, right? You facilitate the communications between all these institutions, all
We
the community.
do.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's a very, very rewarding position to be in.
Right.
To be able to assist people in attaining those goals and watching them succeed. It really does warm my heart at the end of the day. I mean, we get people of all walks of life coming into our office. We have, new students that have just graduated high school, up to, I'll give a great example. I have a wonderful lady in the Cornwall area. She's in her early 70s.
Okay.
And she's just doing this because she's always had an interest. And she's taking police foundations.
Okay.
And she wants to achieve that goal of completing the police foundations course. And she's in her early 70s. So kudos to her.
Absolutely.
And she doesn't give up easily. So
Absolutely. And, we'll go back to the pandemic, because I'm wondering, studyonline.ca before the pandemic was something that was people, I guess, most people that wanted to go to college before the pandemic want to go to college. They want to
Of
go to
course.
university. They want to move away. They want to go to the class. But a whole generation of people
Yeah.
for 2 years had to go to school from home.
Oh, for sure.
What did the pandemic do to study online?
It created actually more registrations for us.
Absolutely.
Just because they could work from home. And a lot of people didn't know that it even existed. So my goal is to get the word out about Contact North in our communities,
Right.
and to be able to support especially our francophone communities. Contact Nord est francophone aussi. Alors, on peut certainement vous assister en français si vous désirez. So we are free. There is no charge to using our service. We will register you to use our services. And as long as you are located in the province of Ontario and you are over the age of 18, of course, we can provide you our service. We're local. Of course, we're bilingual. And our goal is to help residents in over 1,500 rural and remote communities in Ontario to be able to access these online programs and courses, of course. And it's a very convenient option for people these days.
Aside from technical classes, like things that you have to actually be there, like let's say you learn how to cut trees. Well, you gotta cut a tree at one point, right?
Right.
Okay, right. Everything do you think the future, even for all universities, is online?
I think for some people, depending on how they learn, I think an
Right.
in-house is still required for some individuals, unless they move this to a platform that the instructor is facilitating on a platform such as Zoom,
Okay, yeah,
that
okay.
it's like you're right in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So that, of course, would also be an option, right?
Right.
So I think there's still a lot in the works. I could see that maybe in the future it would completely be online. However, I'm not one to
No, of course,
make that
But
decision.
because we had a government, we still have that government that was very pro learning from home, right? And
Absolutely.
even today, my son is in primary school, and it's still okay if he does it from home
Absolutely.
because it works.
It does.
It works,
We've proven that it works.
It's proven that it works. So
So the pandemic, as much as it was a bit of a pain to go through, there have been some great results that have come from it, and a lot of benefits have come from it. And because we've realized that there's other ways to do things,
right.
and
Right.
it's benefited people in Ontario. So just to give you an idea, in 1 year we generate approximately 90,000 registrations
Nice.
in Ontario.
Nice.
So
Wow.
it's a very, very large number. So it just gives you an idea of just how much in demand this service is.
Absolutely.
And for those who were not familiar with us, please give us a call. We're more than happy to assist you. You can also email us at uppercanada@contactnorth.ca. For those who are in the Prescott-Russell area, you can certainly email us at cornwall@contactnorth.ca, and one of our representatives will be in touch with you to discuss options with you.
So many people, I guess, prior to, first of all, learning about Contact North, but also having the possibility to study online, made career decisions because they didn't offer the class close enough to where they lived.
Yes.
How many, right? How many
That
people?
is a huge, huge problem.
So you're going to do something else in your life, right?
Yep.
Like we're talking before studyonline.ca, right?
Right?
Before you would make a career decision, a life-changing decision, because that the closest university, which is 200 kilometers away, doesn't offer that class. So I'm not going to become what I want to become because it's not realistic for me, my family, whatever.
Right.
So you guys come in and it's kind of a dream making situation that you guys are in, because you just said that being the monkey in the middle, right? I come in and I say, hey, I don't even want to search which university I can study this in. I want to become this, but I live there. And Contact North is going to like, well, sit down. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
And we're going to find you what you need.
Exactly. And you're going to do all the study path throughout the different institutions to get to the diploma that he needs or she needs to actually execute whatever she needs or he needs to do in this community.
Absolutely. And if you're just looking for some skill building, Contact North also has another service called our e-channel. You can go to our e-channel and there's a lot of general interest courses that you can take online as well. Of course, it's not a certificate or a diploma. However, for skills upgrading, it's wonderful to have. And we also have our virtual reality that we've been bringing out, which is really exciting for students because we have a series of courses that they can literally put themselves in that position, in that role, and see if it's something that they really like.
Yeah.
And if they do, then wonderful, like it gives them the opportunity to experience what it would be like in that role.
And that's where, like, I guess the practice comes in, not only the theory, but with virtual reality, you can actually have the practice of it. So
you do.
That's super interesting.
It really is. It's a really, really cool thing that we've brought out. So it's really popular and it's in the works right now. So That's something that we're slowly rolling out.
Nice, awesome. Because I did I was a journalist in another life,
Hmm.
and I actually put it on. I did the what do you call this in English? Soldering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one. I mean, and I failed. Like no, but the visual reality went. You need more practice. So
Right?
it's not a game. It was real. And actually I got a little scared because I was high up in the building,
Right?
and I saw the birds and it was kind of very 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 immersive, very
Oh, for
interesting.
sure.
And do you guys and also like I was thinking about communities from that are very remote.
Hmm.
Let's say you guys need in a community a certain type of profession. There's two options before the way of studying online is, well, you have to hire from outside the community because there's none in our community,
That's right.
or we got to send some of our people to go study this, convince them, not,
Of course,
it's not conscription, right?
Right.
You have to ask, then you have to convince young people to go study that, but you have to come back. But some people, and this happens to Hawkesbury too, they go to Montreal, Ottawa, they don't come back.
That's the sad part. And communities like Cornwall have seen that.
Right.
Because most of my generation, of course, I'm a Gen Xer. And so you can have an idea of when I was born just based on that. But most of my generation has left to go to the big cities because that's where the courses were available, because studying online wasn't an option back then, 25 years ago. So they've gone to the big cities and they've never come back. And now small areas like Hawkesbury, like Alexandria, like Cornwall, Brockville, they're not seeing, that younger generation anymore. Everybody's leaving. So this at least tries to keep people in the community to fill those roles, because I can tell you, we had a job fair last week in Cornwall and they had close to 100 booths there.
Nice.
Looking for, people to fill these roles. Yeah. So if anybody in the area is looking for a job, I'm telling you right now, Cornwall's the place to go. If you're looking for work, if you don't have anything out here in the community, you can certainly go out there and travel it. It's really, really close. So there's just so much available right now.
Because it's also, I'm trying, yes, we're talking about all these possible scenarios for different clients you guys could have, right?
Right.
But even like someone as a new family, I keep going with the new family, because a new family, you gotta stay within your safety circle, right?
Well, of course.
Grandma, grandpa, uncle,
yes.
right? So you don't want to leave.
You need the support.
Right. And when you leave to study, more than half your time you're studying, the other half the time you're working. It's not enough money to survive in the big city, whatnot.
There isn't.
But the good news is that, okay, fine, they might leave at one point for the job, but they can study in their communities and then take their family and move, but for a job.
Exactly.
Which is again empowering people not to go into debt, not to go, because we were talking about the most biggest expense for a student is leaving home, is getting the rent, is paying all the bills, and then going to school and working a little bit in the weekends.
Yeah.
If you can study from home, first of all, you probably have the same job, right? Or, you're kind of comfortable in your job, so you're less stressed and you can go to school, finish your school.
For sure.
And then when you move to a big city, you're not doing it going into debt. You're going in because there's actually a job waiting for you.
Well, that's it. And it gives them a chance to save, to be able to move to these larger cities.
Compared to us when we were younger, it was like, all right, let's get a loan.
And away we go.
And a quarter of the loan was for studying. The other 3/4 was for rent and the car
and
living.
Exactly.
So
that bus pass if you need it. And,
right.
Like that. Yeah, absolutely. It's tough out there now for that generation.
Absolutely. But you guys come in and you create this solution for people to actually have their papers in the comfort of their home, and that's just amazing.
Yeah, and being a parent of a child who has recently graduated from post-secondary education during the pandemic, no less, it was a tough go for those kids,
right?
Especially in those technical courses, and they really struggled.
Absolutely.
And they're still struggling, even though a lot of them have found jobs in their field after graduation. The cost of living in the city of Ottawa is so incredibly high. They're having to shack up with a bunch of friends in order to make ends meet. And that's not fun.
No.
Because, at that age, they should be able to hold their own, especially in a full-time position, and they can't.
Right.
And that's discouraging.
Right.
So
I'm going to give you one last chance.
Yep.
I know you said a few times how we could reach you guys.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to give you the floor again to invite people not only to contact you, but if anybody that's out there that would like to study in anything or becomes even not even study something. I want to become something.
Absolutely.
You can call you and you can create a study path for them.
Yes, we can.
How can they reach you?
So they can reach us. The best way to reach us is by email. So you can email Upper Canada at contactnorth.ca. You can reach Cornwall at contactnorth.ca. You can go to our website at studyonline.ca. We have our echannel.ca. And of course, we have resources for faculty, instructors teaching online from a distance, and that is teachonline.ca.
I knew it existed. Okay. I was not crazy.
No.
Nathalie, thank you so much for telling us about Contact North and how it can help our community study from the comfort of their home.
Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here today.
Thank you.